Yeah, everybody. I greet you. I greet you. Welcome to my page. Yeah, hello over there. So happy Sunday to you guys. Yeah, I hope everything is going good over there. So we are going live now at Timo Starboy Reality Talk TV on our Facebook Timo Starboy channel blog. So please join us. Join us. We're about to update you on a fresh news. Emefiele, Godwin Emefiele, CBN, that is Central Bank of Nigeria governor. They arrest him. And suspended him. So I think it's not only the one that they should issue a arrest warrant for, because he has a cohort. If you could remember, guys, if you could remember in time of cash crunch, that Buhari signed the paper. He signed the paper with this man. So they are the criminal. They should arrest them together, because that is how I feel. You cannot arrest one part and leave the other part because of what? Because of power. I don't know at all. So this one is baffling me. So they should get them arrested as well. Yeah, that Muhamodu Buhari, well, because he was a criminal too. It's a conspiracy. They conspire together because he was the one who signed the form. That is how it's supposed to be. They should go down together. So not that they should arrest one person and leave others. So anyway, he has been arrested, and they have put him away. So he will face his time in the court. He will face his time. So alongside me, I hope that Buhari will come along. His name will become along, because they're supposed to be punished together. They did this thing to us. They make the money not available. Many people have lost their life. Many people have perished. Many people, they don't have nothing, to eat. They don't have nothing. So along this problem, a lot of life has been perished. So they should face the consequence. They should face the consequence. This is their time. It's their time for nemesis. So we have told them that it is only you can run, but you cannot hide. You can run, but you cannot hide. So the God is watching you. The world is watching you as well. So now it's your time for payback. For payback time, now you will face the heat at the court of law. So let me play you the video. Just allow me to let me play you the video. It's on Issues channel, TV channel. So let me play you and let us know what is up, so we can analyze it later. So play. Let's go. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and drop a question. Sorry. To the comment section. I have joining me via Zoom the maestro himself, Babajide Kolade Otoju. It's good to see you again this Saturday evening, Mikhail. This is the TV Issues.
Yeah, it's a genuine joy to do this again this weekend.
Okay, so let's talk about the trending issues.
So please, if you are coming in, share our program, share it,
of Nigeria,
share it, let it reach around.
Friday ordered immediate suspension of Mr. Godwin Emefiele as governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria.
We are streaming on Facebook and YouTube.
For investigation of
Thank you. God will bless you.
You have been very critical of Godwin Emefiele in the past few years. Help us understand these whole issues, Mikhail.
So let me put it down. You can hear the audios.
I think in the more serious countries of the world, Emefiele would have been shown the door a long time ago. It is testament to the levity with which
Sorry, we have some. Sorry.
Miko, are you there?
I think it's in their studio. It's not here.
Yeah, I'm afraid
The problem
we
is at studio.
lost connectivity with Babajide Kolade Studio. We'll try. BK is back.
I, CBN governor in Nigerian history,
Okay.
who will have been sent packing. But for reasons best known to the Buhari regime, they kept him in office despite all the telltale signs that this man was not up to the job, was not good enough, was pushing our economy further and further into the doldrums. But today, to the glory of God, Emefiele has been suspended, and I'm confident that there is no way back for him as a CBN governor. So we have to pick up the pieces of our economy where the worst CBN governor in our history left it. I have no doubt at all in my mind that in terms of poor performance in office, no one has come close to Godwin Emefiele. Somebody challenged me when I said he was the worst CBN governor Nigerian issue. And I said, okay, if you disagree, tell me who was worse than him. That was where the argument ended. Because you certainly cannot tell me that Sanusi was not light years ahead of this fellow. Sanusi won so many awards, global awards. At a point, he was even voted global CBN governor. And he was also voted best CBN governor in Africa. So, and we can see the result of Sanusi's reform in that sector. How he improved the integrity, level of integrity of even the CBN. Yes, Sanusi had his own problems. Sanusi was the person who lied to his countrymen that the Jonathan regime.
We have a lot of crazy people in our country.
More than $50 billion.
A lot of mad dogs.
But when
they are roaming about our country,
he sat eyeball to eyeball,
all this elite, all this leadership, they are all mad.
he could not prove.
Politicians, they are crazy people. Sorry. Politicians, especially, they are the crazy people on earth.
Later on, he adjusted it to 20 billion. Even the 20 billion, after an audit by PricewaterhouseCoopers, they concluded that they could not account for only $1.2 billion. So, Sanusi had his own problem. And
everybody has a problem in Nigeria. Everybody, every goddamn body, their mindset have changed totally. They don't know what to think of. They don't know even what is good for them. You know?
Who does not care about the fidelity of fact.
All of them, they are just doing one thing and the other.
Who just said,
a lot of mad people around the street, roaming around the street. What is going on now? It's like this network is not good for them.
Mikio, are you there?
The network is bad in their studio.
You're having connectivity issues with Babajide Kolado Titochu.
So no matter the...
I'm afraid you're having connectivity issues.
Yes, I'm back on. I wonder what's happening today.
We lost him momentarily. It could be network.
But let's...
Especially because you're discussing Emefiele.
Yes.
Emefiele is a big issue.
He let his country down. I think that people should not be surprised about his arrest by the DSS. Don't forget, some months back, the DSS made efforts to arrest him, accusing him of funding terrorism. And what we had at that time was that he passed money through third-party elements to bandits in the Northwest to stop them from attacking farmers. So, if the DSS can prove this, then because those bandits operating in the Northwest had already been designated as terrorists. So no matter the good intentions, yes, the bandits were frustrating farmers, stopping farmers from going to their farms. And I remember Emefiele pleading with them and telling them that if they needed money, that money would be provided. His own concern was that as long as the farmers were unable to access their farms, they would not be able to pay back the anchor borrower loans that the Apex Bank avails them. But no matter how good the intention was, it makes no sense to make money available to people who have been branded as terrorists, because at the end of the day, you are going to be accused of funding terrorism. So the DSS was looking for him. They wanted to pick him up, and he fled Nigeria. It was after he was given farm assurances that he came back to Nigeria. He was moving from one Caribbean country to another back then.
With our money, with our money, he enjoying a full benefit
so I'm not surprised that
of the stolen money.
Secondly, the Director General
enjoy our oil money.
is part of the committee
Governor of CBN.
To probe.
They should probe Buhari too, our former president, because he's the one signing the whole deal. They should probe Muhamodu Buhari, the former president of Nigeria, the one that he dropped the president seat now. They should probe him too. They should arrest him because they are the party, you know, they collide together to be signing the money out. So you cannot punish one person, you cannot punish one hand and leave one hand. They are the co-ox, you know, they are the co-conspirator. So all Nigeria should seek that they should probe Buhari too. He knows many things about it. So we are saying this. They know. They are the orchestrator of all this embezzlement. You know, they are funding terrorists. They are the terrorist organizers. So we know what we are talking about. So let them come up.
Accruals. Honorable Budaje claims that so many trillions of naira have been stolen by people.
Monkey the wall, babu the chop.
Who collected money, bankers especially, the banks, who collected stamp duty charges but refused to remit them. Now, the allegation is that Emefiele turned a blind eye to the fact that his colleagues in the banks, his old colleagues in the banks, were refusing to remit stamp duty charges from the thousands of transactions made by the banks. The DGDSS was part of that committee, or is part of that committee that was set up with Gudaji Kazauri, Honorable Gudaji Kazauri as secretary. He was part of that committee that was asked to investigate this suspected fraud in terms of stamp duty approvals. So I am personally not surprised that the DG has been looking for him for some time, has been looking for an opportunity to pick him up, and he's done that now, and they've confirmed that.
Sorry guys. CM.
Emefiele, this was a case of a lost opportunity. He had the opportunity to fix the economy of his country, but he was more concerned about pleasing himself and pleasing his godfathers in the presidency.
Yeah, that is Buhari.
Who are much more concerned about lining their pockets than be bothered about public good.
They are talking about Muhammadu Buhari,
Look at
the former president.
the record level
His
of
godfathers.
loans
Godfatherism.
that the CBN borrowed the federal government. Loans that the CBN availed the federal government by way of, they call it ways and means. We had never reached that level until Emefiele became CBN governor. And all this is because he found it difficult to even exert the independence of the Apex Bank. You just kept borrowing the federal government money, used to pay salaries and all that. You cannot paper over the cracks in the economy.
Please share our program, or please share. God will bless you.
And then unable to.
It's very interesting.
You continued to borrow them money. And the World Bank and the IMF had warned that we should tone down on the way we borrow money from the CBN. But Emefiele did not say anything wrong in it. He continued to make money available to his godfathers in the presidency. Now, when you look at our loans that need to be paid back, even the exposure to the central bank will definitely be counted among the hefty loans that Nigeria racked up during the Emefiele and Buhari years. Don't also forget that this
DFCC, you should go and pick up
decided to pick up
DSS.
The expression of interest form.
DSS and EFCC, they should go and pick up Buhari Mohammed.
Because a CBN governor should not show interest in politics. But here was Emefiele with an exaggerated impression of himself, going to the point of buying the APC expression of interest form for the presidential contest. And ideally, he should have resigned. He held on to the position and was seeking to become CBN governor. Cars were bought. A particular TV station was even promoting him. And what did we see at the end of the day? When it became clear that what he had done amounted to a betrayal of Nigerians who expected it to focus on keeping our economy healthy, Emefiele went to court, seeking an order of the court to stop INEC and even the Attorney General of the Federation from stopping him from contesting that position while still CBN governor. So many oddities happened during his time. And look at the value of the naira. Emefiele came into that office at a time when the naira exchanged for about 200 naira to a dollar.
Yeah.
Where are we today? Last week,
We are nowhere.
at the black market, 768
That was a cash crunch.
naira
Cash crunch.
to a dollar.
They spoil our.
Boast about solving the problem.
They spoil our.
Effort that he made.
This
When the naira was.
market.
Remember when he said, "Okay, from now on we will not sell
Thank you.
dollars to bureau de change operators anymore. We will be taking
Thank you, Vinchas. Good morning.
taking it to the bank. And anyone who needs the dollars should go to the bank and get dollars. But many Nigerians go to the banks, and these banks will not sell dollars to them. So the naira, the value of the naira, even went further down after he stopped selling foreign exchange to bureau de change operators. Many Nigerians today are forced, many business people are forced to go to the parallel market to access foreign exchange. Ideally, you would have expected that the CBN governor will close the gap between the black market and the official rate. Because when you leave the gap so wide between the two forex windows, you encourage round tripping, you encourage rent seeking, you encourage people to make money without being involved in any form of production. I mean, foreign exchange ought to be something that people look for, either to buy raw materials, I mean, just to be involved in production, to use for production. But people are now simply accessing foreign exchange just for the purpose of trading. This is the level to which our economy has sunk.
Emefiele, Godwin, Emefiele, and Buhari, they have spoiled our economy. They are the ones spoiling our economy today. So they should get them arrested. They should have their time, they should have their day in court. That is what we are talking about. You know, that is what we are talking about. They should have their time in court. Because they cannot go on scot-free. They cannot go on scot-free. They are criminals. They are a bunch of criminals. They are sponsoring terrorists. They are the sponsor of terrorists. They are the co-founder of terrorists. So we are chatting.
That was implemented to curb vote buying in the last general election, while others who disagree said it was a selfish policy. What are the issues for you on this?
You cannot curb vote buying through the silly naira redesign that they came up with. Instead, they make Nigerians poorer. We faced a situation in which people could not feed. We faced a situation in which families, people could not send their children to school. They didn't even have the currency to send their children to school. Emefiele didn't print enough. Emefiele printed about 500 billion, whereas he mopped up close to 3.5 trillion from circulation. So, what were you trying to achieve? If you printed just 500 billion naira, and we had in circulation about 3.5 trillion, definitely you have created serious scarcity. And people exploited that. Some people were selling the naira. The poor people who needed money to eat, they didn't have access to the money. So, dealing with the issue of vote buying is not something that you can do by simply taking the decision to change your currency. I gave the example of what happened in India. India also tried this kind of thing, It almost crashed the economy in 2016. India tried it. We don't even know how to copy the rest of the world because we like copying the wrong things from them. India tried the same thing. It didn't work. Small businesses, barbers, barbering salons, and the rest of them, they were the ones that suffered. Businesses that required spending notes, naira notes, they were the ones that suffered exceedingly during that period. And we saw banks being burnt. Emefiele lied against his colleagues in the banks. He claimed that they were supplied money. Today, we have both currencies operating side by side, and you will see that we have far more of the old currencies than the new one. That is to tell you that they were just lying.
Yes, of course. They are all liars.
At that time that they didn't print enough.
They are all a bunch of liars.
We need a total orientation to address the matter of vote
They are
buying.
just deceiving the whole Nigeria.
Simply with naira design. Maybe another election will come. People will hold money and still use the money that they have to contest election. And even at that time, some banks were selling currency to politicians. Some politicians had new notes that they gave to people. So what even gave them the impression that politicians did not have access to those new notes. Mm-hmm. Many politicians had access to the new notes, and they used the new notes during the election. It is you and I, and the poorest of the poor in our country, who suffered as a result of that irresponsible policy to recolor the naira that Emefiele.
Yes, you are correct.
So,
Charlie.
The naira redesign.
Vin Charles, you are correct. They should get all of them arrested.
In fact,
because they are a whole bunch of criminals.
Tremendously.
Not only CBN, they are all bunch. You are correct. Definitely, I love your point.
And he kept saying there was no going back.
I love your point. I love your comment.
That's what the president did to him in the end.
That is what they should do. Get all those bastards arrested.
Before the Supreme Court,
because they drain our economy. They are the one.
The CBN governor.
They have been lying to us all along.
The Supreme Court. It was very irresponsible of Emefiele to refuse to obey the Supreme Court of our country, just because some politicians and some selfish individuals were
involved. Yeah.
Okay, now where are those people now? He's facing his travails now. Where are the people who are pushing him literally to Golgotha, telling him that look, you can do what you like, nothing will happen to you.
See.
Where are those people now? They are not around.
Like Tunumbu too.
Yeah. By the time it's put on trial, those people will not be available.
Like Tunumbu, like this, all of them.
So, Emefiele
Buhari
compromised even the ethics of his profession. He lied to his countrymen. He betrayed his countrymen. He caused Nigerians to die needlessly over the naira redesign policy that he came up with. Maybe it was designed to stop an individual or to stop some individuals. But at the end of the day, you and I know that
a lot of people have been dying.
They have friends in the
a lot of people are dead. A lot of people, they have nothing to eat. A lot of people, their business are crumbled. You know, they are crumbled. Their life.
Will not be able to
up to now, nobody
run their elections.
Out of those people, they crumble their life. They are not standard. They are not living good.
It is the poor people that are suffering.
Yeah.
I need so amount of money.
The poor people are suffering for this cash crunch.
So it was a thoroughly shitty policy that they shouldn't have even come up with in the first place, because they made Nigerians to suffer.
Yeah.
Why are Nigerians happy today on social media? Because of the sufferings that they went through as a result of the naira redesign policy. Yeah, they were not bothered about the politicians. It wasn't the politicians that suffered. It was the ordinary Nigerians that suffered as a result of a policy that was not well thought out.
And small scale business. This market woman selling vegetable, tomatoes, fruits, they are the ones suffering for this cash crunch.
Like what I went through during my holiday
and they don't care
in my entire life. Folashade there. Sorry about that. Fabian Akaise says President Bola Tinubu must set up a committee to investigate the administration of PMB. Emefiele was acting on the orders of PMB and he must not go down alone.
Yes,
it would be fair.
that is what we are talking about.
For him to be, it wouldn't be fair for him to be
facing the music alone.
Only.
Yeah.
Gashi says Emefiele advised Buhari on what to do. He should go down alone. Buhari said it was the advice he got. Bukola Ayobami says to those people who think it's personal vendetta, it is absolute rubbish. He needs to explain and give all information as to why he handled the fiscal policy, the monetary policy. Raymond Osaz is asking a question from you, saying, "Good evening, sir. Don't you think Mr. President should also go after former President Buhari, the master?" And Ebenezer Obey says, Emefiele, that's Felix Akiode, says Emefiele should have ready handwriting on the wall and correct. I couldn't get that. It was the cabal's boy. So the last one I'll be reading says, Bukola Ayobami says, "I think we all forgot that President Tinubu is an accountant and specializes as an auditor. President Tinubu is the most intelligent technocrat we have ever had or we've ever seen. May God bless him," and more. So the question I'll be asking, or before I ask my last question, the advocacy that the current administration should also not, make Emefiele pay for, the ills, the wrongs, the policy, did to Nigerians. That, what about the executives at that time? For instance, the president. Do you think it's in order that the president is also gone after?
When the presidency replied that nobody told.
Sorry. I don't know what to do this.
To obey Supreme Court. What was Emefiele's response? Did he tell his countrymen that, look, it was the president that told me not to obey the Supreme Court? Why would an ordinary CBN governor?
Imagine, the president of the country, they are not obeying the rule of law. They are not obeying the rule of law. So, who is going to obey the rule of law when the leader, he doesn't set the example? They are not living by the example. Huh? A common man will obey. A police will obey. Because the leader is not obeying the law. The law said, do this. But you end up doing another thing entirely. You ignore the law. And if a common man do the same, they ignore the law, we want to punish them. Is that a justice? Huh? For common sense to think, is that a justice? Because you are not living by the example. So how could you expect somebody to obey that law that you are broken? It cannot happen. So they should hold the president, that former president Muhamodu Buhari, accountable. He should go down for it. They should impeach him, because he needs to be taught thorough example as a scapegoat. They should make him as a scapegoat. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't go free like that. It shouldn't go free. That is what we are saying. Let him pay for his sin, and feel it. Maybe next time when he realize that there's no how single person can break the law. So another person will serve as an example for another leaders, that they should obey that law. The control of the law is powerful. Is beyond everybody. Nobody above the law. So they should arrest him. EFCC, DSS, go after Muhammadu Buhari and probe him. He should face his music. This is the time. If Donald Trump, United States, former president of United States, can face the music, who is Buhari? Tell me, who is Buhari? Buhari can face the music as well because he's the one that break the law. He's the criminal code. So he should face his own music. That is what we are saying. We are not just saying anything, nonsense over here. Our platform here is to say the truth and let the truth out. Let the devil be ashamed. That is what we call it, reality talk TV. So we say the truth. We nail the head of the nail. We hammer the head of the nail. In regardless of who you are, we don't care. So you should pay for your own atrocity because you are the co-host with this CBN governor. That is Emefiele. You know, Emefiele, Godwin, Emefiele. You are the one signing the signature. You are the one uttering the sign. So you are together. You embezzle that money together. You know. So you should go down with it. You should go down with that criminal heart. So Nigeria should wake up. Nigeria should wake up. All this presidency, whatever, it shouldn't be any paddy. Don't say that this is my predecessor or this is my oga. There's no oga in anywhere. If you broke the law, you will face the music. Let's start from there. We cannot be a lawless country. A lawless country is a crime scene. Any country that has no law, any country that is a lawless country is a crime scene. The scene we just generating over there. So let's set by the rules, Let's set by the rules. If you know we are serious, we have this thing to guide our nation, If you know that we have the law, constitutional right to guide our nation, we should set example for some people. And the people like Muhammadu Buhari, you cannot go scot-free. So let's continue hearing.
Refuse to obey the decision of the highest court in the land. Why? What was he thinking? What was he thinking of himself? The president threw him under the bus. And when he said that, I said, look, Mr. President, if anybody asks Mr. President, he's going to say that this advice came from the CBN governor. He's going to say it came from the CBN governor because the CBN governor, if he didn't want that policy, he could have told the president, look, we have obstacles.
My friend, you are talking rubbish.
To the success of this policy.
This man, you are not talking sense. You are not making any sense at all. It is the president ahead. You have to take the order from the president, not the president will take order from CBN governor. No, it doesn't work that way. If Buhari did not sign, there's nothing the man can do. The man is powerless. So let's talk the fact. Don't talk rubbish. Say what he said to what he said to president, that the president take the idea. It is the president. Everything is from head. The chief of armed staff, the chief of the head of the country, who is Muhammadu Buhari. So why somebody will just take, and this man, we know this man doesn't take anybody advice. He doesn't listen to anybody. What he wanted to do is with him. So we all know how the man is playing his own part, So don't say that it was a CBN governor that he tell the idea to the president. The president knew all along about it. So they are the co-conspirator. They should be punished together. They should be indicted together. So don't say that it was a president that, So that one is rubbish. I don't take that one. You cannot take that one. That one cannot stand, You cannot stand.
who really make the poor people suffer, make small businesses suffer. But he didn't do that. He kept saying, no, this thing must go on, and there's no going
President
back.
knew all along. He know about this issue. He know all this atrocity. That is what we are saying.
So Yorubas will say, as I say though, he didn't realize that, look, when push comes to shove, he will look back and he will see only himself standing. All the people who used to praise him, including some ethically diseased journalists who were praising, who are standing by him. Today, they will not want to be mentioned in the same sentence with Emefiele. All those journalists who are taking money from...
Anyway, guys, let me give you another video, another news, the update news, It's like they are in court yesterday. That is the tribunal court of the election tribunal court. If you could remember, it was a court order the participant, the complainants, and the these plaintiffs, the complainants. They say bring your evidence. And without no evidence, there's nothing you can prove at the court of law. They say bring your evidence to prove your case. And they are bringing the evidence. And all of a sudden, the court is striking out evidences. I don't know where they does that to. I don't know. Maybe you guys have experienced this one. I really totally fed up. You are the ones that you are requesting for the evidence to prove at the court of law, beyond reasonable doubt. If you want to prove your case, you have to bring some evidence that beyond reasonable doubt. And they are bringing evidences, both video, both TV, both what happened in the sport. And the judges, they are saying they are they are fed up with their evidence. And so all they need to do is to striking some evidence out. How could you struck evidence out in the first place? Is that a good manner? Or does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? This is the only Nigeria court that I will be hearing nonsense. How can you be striking an evidence out? Say this one is not valid. This is totally nonsense. You are the one that you say they should provide the evidence, and they are bringing evidence to you, and you are saying you are tired of them bringing evidence, and you are removing their evidence. You are striking it out, as if that maybe you fed up with them. And this is not your own is to judge based on evidence they provide. So if you are overwhelming, you just keeping it, not that you'll be striking it out. We are just giving you some advice, because if you don't know, if you are incompetent, we will choose another judge to come and take over, because you can excuse you, because it's our taxpayer. We elect you there, so you cannot just do anyhow. You have to read by the law. The constitution is there. Why are you striking out evidence? Are you thinking that it's not relevant? I don't know. What have you been thinking? You can't just be throwing some evidence that is very valuable, They are bringing videos. You say they should not bring. They want to televise the whole thing, to make it public. You say no. Well, who are you? Who are you working for? What kind of judges is this? If they are not competent, we should exit them, They should go somewhere and take a vacation, Let somebody that is very intellectual, very intelligent to take over. We don't need all this kind of corruption judgment in our country again. That is what we are saying. That is why we are agitating. We don't need all this corruption. If you are corrupt, you should go, you should pack your way. Just pack one side, you know. You are fed up. You are fed up with the evidences. What kind of a judges are you? Eventually, if you don't rule in a polite way or in a good manner, we will know how to check you out, because it is our country too. You have to remember that it is our country, and we are fighting for the good justice, you know. We are fighting for our good justice. We are fighting for our freedom, our right as a citizen of the country. So you cannot just be saying that because you have a power, you can inflict it on somebody, or you can do anyhow. So let me play you the video what went down at the court, you know, the court of tribunal, where they are striking out evidence. They struck out evidence, and they say they are not allowed. I don't know why they are not allowing it. Is it your court or is it your house? Your own is to take the evidence and observe it, you know. If it is okay, you take it. But you cannot just say you throw it out. Say it's not useful. All evidence is useful, as long as it's evidence. If it is not evidence, you can say you throw it out. But if it is evidence to prove their case, accept it. Mr. Judge, accept it. If it is video or TV or anything evidence, accept it. So that is it. That's all. Let me play the video for you guys. Let's hear from them. This is the video. They are in court, inside court. You can see. They are inside the court. That is the court, you know. They are even banding some people not to show camera. I don't know why these people, they are like this. You can see. We want justice to be prevailed. They are asking them, what's the next step?
Yes, he will. Well, thank you. Yesterday we didn't talk to you because there was no need. Well, the ruling is not as devastating as you may be thinking of. It was just a request to put one or two questions to INEC. And in the wisdom of their lordships, they say the application ought to have been filed earlier. And so because it was not filed earlier, the
application should be filed earlier.
Characteristically, as judges should do, they struck it out.
I don't know what that means.
So there's no devastating consequences as you may be thinking of, because there are many ways to kill the rat.
Okay.
And then we'll have other ways to invite INEC to come and answer the questions. So they will do it. I will discuss with our clients, but what is the necessity for it? When there are many ways to go to Lagos.
To be specific, sir, what are these questions and who are these?
No, we won't argue and tell you what those questions are. We wanted to put certain questions to INEC, and we didn't file the application within time.
With regards to ICT experts?
With regards to the purported technical glitch. How it affects only presidential and did not affect National Assembly. But that's beside the point.
That's a good question.
I was thinking that we were going to
why are they striking it out?
The video that were...
This is a good point now, because the governorship election and the senatorial this thing, House of Rep, the conducting for election is not affecting them. So why is it only president election that is affected? It's a good question. They should have accepted So why are they stroking it out? Eh? This is just a simple question to ask. Why did they you say that the glitch, that is a technical glitch in the ref that affecting only president, not affecting the governorship, not affecting the House of Rep. You know, they just need to answer. So where is the problem there? In fact, I'm just tired of this Nigeria judiciary something. You know, it's like they are not perfect. Most of them, they are just, I don't know where they come from, where they elected them from. You know, they are not. It seems that they are not professional working around that judge. They are unprofessional because these people, they should have just. This is a simple question, you know, just to ask, you know, just interact. Okay, why is it only president this glitch affected? You need to just give them explanation. Maybe through malfunctioning, maybe through you know, this your wururu way, you know, Oluwole, you know, or maybe you just do some kind of magic, you know, maybe you switch it off by yourself, you know, some fraudulent. Because I know, we definitely know that there is a fraud, you know, it's a fraud that they conducted in that election. It's not it's not a glitching or whatever they call it. The beavers they are working very well. The portal ref, they are working very well. The machine, they are good. It is only manufacturing, this man-made people, you know, man technical, man brain, because you wanted to give to your candidate. I know INEC have its own candidate among those three, and which is APC, you know, and with his Oga Buhari, say you should do according to the book. You should do according to our instruction, you know. You should play alongside with us. So that is what happened. Because this man have just playing on his own league, you know, maybe his own this thing. They should have just terminate the man, you know. They will just put the gun and terminated the man, you know. So that is what happened. We all know we are not a fool. We are not a fool in this junction. We can't fool us. We all know everything that went down. It's just playing on your own lead, you know, on your own game. Say, do this, this is that, you know, this is how it's going to go down, you know. That is godfatherism we are talking about here. So they gave the man instruction. Follow the instruction, obey the rules. If you don't obey, you will be out, you will be wiped out. Simple as ABC. So that is what happened. That is the picture of the whole thing. So there is nothing you can cover up. So we know this what's going on. We know all these scenarios, you know. So let me continue with let's continue with them. Okay.
Please, that was the second. That is the last one. So tell us about the video.
Well, you were in court. You saw it. Our case is that the election, the promises that INEC made to Nigerians through the national chairman and other principal officers of the commission, those promises, as you saw in those videos, were not kept.
Yeah.
And I was particularly, you saw there that a prominent national commissioner said that they were all not happy. You saw that. So that's all that we wanted Nigerians to see. Contrary to what the petition is here, that transmission of results is not real time. There's no need for it, electronically transmitted result and so on and so forth. That's all that we just brought for their lordship to take a judicial look at it, devoid of any other thing. The other one was the date of nomination. From the video from the candidates of the APC himself, you discover that he said in his word that he went to inform Mr. President of the choice of his running mate. And that was on the 10th of July, 2022. So we just brought it for the court to make up his mind. Together with other exhibits we are going to produce to show what our contentions are. That's all that we have done. And the law allows us to play those videos. You know that documents don't lie. Human being can lie, but documents cannot.
Exactly now.
More will come, and you will see it.
Thank you very much.
Anyway, guys, that is all we have for you today. So please don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Facebook as well. Follow our page, Timo Starboy Channel Blogs. So God will help you and will stay with you, with your family. So I pray you should be guided throughout your life. So please don't forget, share our program, like it, and drop your comment below. So it's very necessary. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Bye. Have a wonderful and beautiful weekend. Bye.